Hey guys, just doing a post-fight review of the Jaya Opetia versus Nakia fight. Yeah, I thought it was a really good fight. It was a very entertaining fight. Nakia, he brought the fight to Jaya Opetia. He didn't back up. He didn't run. He didn't do anything like that. What a lot of people thought he might do. He actually went right towards Jaya Opetia and brought the fight to him. Backed him up, made it physical, but ultimately he got knocked out by the better fighter, which was Jaya Opetia. Probably one of the early candidates for Fight of the Year. I mean, we'll see how 2025 plays out, but this was a very entertaining fight. And I think Nakia, even though he lost, I think he's gained a lot of fans. Jai was spiteful, he was vicious. He actually got hurt by Nakia in this fight. He got hit with a 1, 2, 3, and his legs buckled a bit, so that's something we haven't seen before. It wasn't a very technical fight. It was a little bit of a brawl. I think though the effective punches were still coming from Jaya Opetia. Even though Nakia would land here and there, he wasn't landing as cleanly as Opetia was, and he wasn't as active. And he had more success actually when he was on Jaya Opetia's chest, I thought. But for some reason, well, probably because he felt the power, he was staying more on the outside. But I just felt like if he stayed on the outside, you give Jai that room to land that big punch on you. So, yeah, I thought it was a very good fight. And I want to see Nakia fight again after this. I wasn't really too sure what to expect from him because I hadn't seen much of him. And I wouldn't have been surprised if he just got blown out. But he actually did put up a good fight. So, credit to him. But yeah, Jai Opetia, man. I mean, that guy's got a mean streak. He reminds me a bit of Gerald McLennan. I mean, maybe he's not doing some of the stuff Gerald did outside of the ring, but just his vibe and his energy reminds me of Gerald McLennan. The way Gerald McLennan would carry himself, the viciousness that he had, and even the aura about him. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun fighter to watch going forward in Jai Opetia. I don't think personally he beats Usyk. I know he's been calling him out. I think Usyk would actually deal with him quite easily. I think even if Usyk's 70% coming down from heavyweight, I think he beats Opetia. And that's not a diss on Opetia. I'm not trying to diss Jai Opetia when I say that, because Usyk is the best in the game right now. But I think there's levels. I don't think Opetia is on Usyk's level. He's a very good fighter, and he can beat probably everyone else in the cruiserweight division. He's got Ramirez next. I think he'll become undisputed. I don't see anyone beating him really at cruiserweight, but I do think he's beatable. I don't see him as the same level as Usyk, where Usyk I felt like was, for me, Usyk was next level. Like, even when Usyk moved up to heavyweight, I thought there's a chance he could beat everyone there. I thought he was that good. I don't think Jai's on that level, but he's probably more entertaining than Usyk for the casual fans at least. I mean, he delivers knockouts. He's spiteful. He is in exciting fights. I mean, his first fight with Bradis, both of his fights with Bradis were absolute wars, man. I mean, those were great fights. But yeah, this was a treat, man. I was actually watching it while I was working, to be honest. I had my phone up and I had my laptop open, and to be honest, I was distracted because it was such a good fight. I didn't think it'd be this good. But yeah, that was good stuff, man. We need more fights like that in 2025 for sure. But yeah, Jai Opetia, didn't really learn anything more from him other than what we already knew, which is he's a beast, he's vicious, and anyone who's gonna try to challenge him in the cruiserweight division, in my opinion, it's gonna have to be an elite level boxer. And I don't think there is anyone else who's elite in cruiserweight. No disrespect to any of them. You had Brady's, but yeah, that was about it. I don't think there's anyone else in cruiserweight who I really think, obviously, other than if Usyk moves back down. I mean, the Beterbiev moving up. I mean, I don't know. I think Beterbiev at 40. I think I'd pick up a tire to beat him, to be honest. But look, let's just see what Jai does next. I think he's going to fight Ramirez. I think that's going to be another very good fight. You got a Mexican, both southpaws, both got good chins. That's another thing. I know Opetia got rocked, but I'm still going to say he's got a good chin, because a fighter can get rocked every now and then. But I mean, he's not invincible, or he's not like what's the word? Indestructible. Now there's certain fighters that just got chins, like you can throw anything at them. But even in this cruiserweight division, like there isn't going to be a puncher I don't think he can't stand up to. I think Jai's shown a good chin now. And that's one, actually, I said we didn't learn anything about Jai, but that might be one thing we did learn, was that his chin is actually pretty solid. I know he got wobbled a little bit there, but that happens in boxing. But he also was fighting a big cruiserweight, because this guy was massive, man. He was jacked. I mean, he looked like he was on some of that sauce, but, I'm not accusing him of anything, but I'm just saying what he looked like. But, yeah. Yeah, this Jai Opetia, though, he's becoming one of my favourite fighters to watch. In terms of pound for pound and stuff, I'm going to be honest, I don't rate his skills the way I rate, like, Crawford and Usyk. I don't even think he's on the skill set of a Bivol, if I'm going to be completely honest. I'd rank those guys above him. And listen, I'm a fan of Opetia. I think he's so entertaining. I mean, if you're a casual, like, if you just want entertainment, if you're talking about the pound for pound entertainment list, not the skill list or who's the best, Jai Opetia is right up there, man. Yeah, Jai's right up there. But yeah, man, I mean, let me know what you guys thought of the fight, what you think Jai Opetia should do next. Do you want to see this Nyika dude? I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Hope I'm not butchering it, but do you want to see him fight again? I mean, I do, to be honest. I thought he fought for the world title, and he didn't just cower. He didn't freeze, and he came to win. I mean, what more can you ask for in your fighter? He didn't freeze, and he came to win. So, yeah, but that's all from me, man. Peace out.